Hello? Anyone actually watching at this point? Well, before we actually debug, before we actually get started, I think I have to delete like 20 streams, 20 number 17 streams that all took 5 seconds. Let me just delete this. Yeah, you should quite understand. This one might get deleted for permanently. Right, can I delete all of these? Yeah, delete them. Okay. Can't hear me? Can't hear me? Seriously? Okay. Alright. Music is so loud. What's going on? It really doesn't make any sense. Like this. I mean, can you still hear the music now? Status. No, music is gone. Yeah. Sure, but you can hear me. That's nice. That's so strange though, because I have this new music app and I have put it at like, you know, I'm quiet. Okay, but is that because I'm really quiet or because you just turned down your volume because the music was way too loud? I'm just gonna disable this new fancy app that I had and I'm just gonna... Happy Halloween! Yeah, happy Halloween everyone. I'm just gonna quickly get where is it? My Spotify back on. Oh, Spotify works. It didn't work this afternoon for whatever reason. We just have to restart it. I got the Windows app now. Maybe that's like the worst decision I've ever made. Okay, here we go. I'm slowly but surely going to turn on the music again. To put this somewhere else. Everyone 100% and I'm so quiet. Oh wait, then I probably shouldn't turn up the music much more. OBS, really? OBS. Friends. Good friends. Dear friends, even. Why? So in OBS it says that my volume is just normal. Properties. Yeah, 100%. Output to track 1. That seems fine. Maybe I need to turn this on, whatever. I don't even know. Dynamics and mono. It's just me? I don't know. That'd be very strange though. What's the music like right now? Because if the music is also very soft for you, then maybe it is you. Stereo, speakers. Gone, the music is gone. And now. The music was just very soft, for me as well. I'm turning it up now. Now there's music, yeah. But that's just, it's even softer than I am, right? That's the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, okay. But then I think on my end it's okay, at this point. Let's see, am I getting more dropped frames? No, it seems like I'm not getting any frame drops anymore. Okay, well, I was planning on the stream to be super fancy, but it isn't that fancy though. Now, I guess. Oh well. Let me actually get Visual Studio up and running. I was late as well, which makes it even worse, I guess. This isn't even, also, this isn't a good project. Oh no. Reinstalled Visual Studio as well. I need to find the engine. Yes, there we go. Solution. Oh boy. And this is why they call it a Sunday stream, folks. Where was it? C engine. Yeah, does this work at all? Oh, and I didn't set up my resharper either. Okay, but this sorta kinda works. Okay. Well, sure. What's in another window? It's like 10 times louder. It's definitely you. You watched in another window and there it's louder? What do you mean? What is like the music too loud? I am very confused at this point. Windows. Windows, please. Sounds, is that it? Yeah, it's Windows, sounds, This is not a speaker. Disable that. It also doesn't seem like a speaker. Disable that. That my microphone as a speaker, maybe that is why. There is this other microphone connected to Windows. Let's disable that. There's this, my other one. Okay, this is HyperX. Yes, that is correct. Listen levels. Put it to 100%, whatever. Advanced. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah. Yeah. No, I watched another video of your channel that is like 10 times louder. Yeah, okay, so this is just not loud enough. That doesn't make any sense because I don't know. I don't know. Hold up, maybe I can listen to my own stream real quick. Maybe that will give me some clue. Hold on. No, the volume of the stream is fine on my phone. If I just open the stream on my phone, the volume is fine. So, I don't know, maybe just need to refresh the stream or something? I don't know. Yeah, that is very strange. It's very strange indeed. I do think, look at this. I can do this, and then we get this train, and then, wow. Oh, I got all of these cool little animations now. I guess it's the same animation like all the time. Right. But still, it's fancy, it's fancy. The text and naming conventions in open solutions and updates accordingly click configure. No, I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want anything right now. Right. What a great start to a stream. Also, I wanted to stream to Twitch simultaneously, but clearly that is just not in the cards today. That is not in the cards. Right. I suppose we should be semi, half, a quarter okay. Now? Right. Where is our vendor thing? Vendor manager. Right, yeah, you. Yeah, I have other naming conventions now. I guess I should have just clicked that configure button. Let's see, resharper. Can I configure this somehow? Unit tests, architecture, inspect, edit, navigate, options. Yeah, I'll do that at a later point whenever I have time, which will be basically never. But sure. Oh man, this has been great. I'm multitasking at the moment. Awesome. All the colors are also different, which is confusing me quite a bit. Oh, my colors. Yeah, so I suppose I should just start off the stream by explaining what the heck happened. For anyone who doesn't know yet. Watching stream and working on my game. Oh yeah, I saw your game, KHSS. That's pretty awesome. Whenever I have the time, I will check it out. Oh, that's great. But, yeah, so what happened was, so I reinstalled Windows, as you do. Everything works now. I don't think the stream should crash anymore. Because I can now also do, like, zip files and stuff. Just packaging zip files. Used to crash my PC as well. And now it all works. So it should all be good. The problem is that I just had to start from scratch. So I had literally nothing on my PC. I have been slowly but surely migrating everything to my new drive. And it has taken me a lot of time and basically the entire weekend. And right now it's not finished. I still have so much to do. Look at this, I still have ReSharper set up. And apparently the stream doesn't work well. Although, I suppose it's not too bad. It's not even showing my cursor, is it? Why is it not showing my... Darn it. Why are you not showing my cursor? Properties. It has like additional settings and then it says capture cursor. And then I have that like clicked on. And it's like, no. Could do this, maybe. No, that doesn't work either. That actually really doesn't work. Oh, wait, no, wait, this does work. Hold on. So if I do this, you know what I think happened? I think OBS got an update. Like a while ago. Because OBS looks quite different right now, and things work differently. And I'm a boomer at heart, so I just don't understand any of this. Right. And that is basically causing some of these issues. No, can I just like normally fit this to screen? Oh, there's just black bars now. Why? Hold up, I can fix this. I can fix this. I do know how to fix this, actually. Believe it or not. So I can do this, and then I can enable the cropping. Like that, right? And then top also 20 pixels. Yeah, like this, and then start screen. Yeah, there we go. It's 720p too, hard to read the text. Yes, I know, I had to downscale the bitrate all the way. I was kind of worried that it would be 720p, and it is. I'm sorry, that's basically the stream for today. I'm gonna have to find out how to fix that tomorrow, before we get to an actual, you know, scheduled stream. Actually quite a lot that I still have to do tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, fun. Oh man, when I reinstalled Windows, I didn't really expect it to be this much work to get everything back up. Anyway, I have been thinking, by the way, more of a PSA sort of announcement thing here. I have been thinking, right? I have been thinking a lot of things, but one of the things is that maybe I should also stream on Twitch, like at the same time. I was trying that out today, but obviously it wasn't even streaming to YouTube properly, so I disabled that, so we're not streaming to Twitch right now. But I am thinking of maybe doing that, just to, you know, expand the reach a little bit, see if people on Twitch also like it. Also, maybe I can like get affiliate on Twitch. That'd be actually pretty amazing. Because you only need, I believe you only need like three consistent viewers, and you need to stream like this many hours a month, but you know, 2 hours a day for 5 days a week. I think I can manage the hour requirement. But yeah, 3 consecutive viewers on average, I think we can even do that. You know, Twitch affiliate would be pretty big. If I can, you know, get a couple of bucks out of this, and maybe I can get a proper face cam going, instead of either my phone, which overheats in 5 minutes, or a crappy webcam, which is like 1044p. That would be great for the entire channel, I think. So I'd of course reinvest everything straight back into the channel. Another thing that I was thinking is that I'm extremely busy at the moment. I really don't have much time, especially to work on the OpenCL video and stuff. It's a real issue. So I'm thinking maybe I should just, you know, quote unquote, quit my job. Don't worry, it's not as dramatic as it sounds. I work like 2 hours, 2 days a week, and then I work for about 2 to 3 hours. So let's say 6 hours in total a week. But if I can, you know, quit that and have a little bit extra time to work those hours on editing videos, that'd make a big difference. That'd be huge. So, you know, I'm thinking about it, because just with the job and the YouTube channel and stuff, it's a little much right now. And I am thinking that I do like YouTube quite a bit. I really like doing this. So I don't want to give this up. I'd rather give up the job, actually. So yeah, that's going on right now. Let me know if you have any thoughts on it, but sure. Let's try to actually do something right now. Oh, a big sip of coffee, and then we can get going. Now that was necessary. Okay. Well, so the situation right now, right? Quitting at 300 subs is a bit risky when you get to 5k. Yeah, no, I'm not quitting for the money, right? So I'm not also working really for the money. Like I said, I'm only working 6 hours a week. It's just a couple extra bucks a month, you know. It's really not that much. So I wouldn't quit for the money. Like, I'm not even really doing the job for the money. I'm doing the job because it's fun. Like, how do you say that? Like, I'm helping kids with homework, basically. It's a great job, but basically I'm also semi full-time master's student at my university. So I also have to do that. That's where the big time goes, you know. That's where most of my time goes. The job was just for fun, but I do think this is more fun. And also I just think this is more fun, and also maybe more helpful to more people. I mean, with homework, helping people with homework is a lot of fun. People or children really like it. They get a lot of help out of it, but you know, that is just a couple of children, and I guess on the YouTube channel there are way more people that actually find the videos and are very much helped by it. So I do think that I can help more people with doing YouTube as well, besides it being more fun. Anyway, let's see. So, as far as I remember, why am I outputting 5? I don't know. This crashes. Right? Or what was it? There were like 2 chunks. It looked like there were 2 chunks, something like that. I don't even remember it not crashing. Oh, there we go. What the heck? It's not crashing. Yeah, let's see. We can't see the image. Oh, of course, I'm now capturing Visual Studio, so you can't actually see screen. Yes, 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 that makes sense, that makes sense. Let me try to fix that. Right, but then maybe you can't see my cursor anymore. It's so weird. Why would you not be able to see my cursor when I capture my screen? So just capture screen, right? Like this. Then I have to go to filters, change my cropping again. Yeah, that seems fine. But now look at this. So you can't... For some reason you can see my cursor. If I have a normal cursor, you can see it, like right here on the side. But if I have like one of those text thing selector cursors, then you can see it. Is that an issue? Is that much of an issue? I don't know. Maybe not. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, I guess we'll do it like this. Now you should be able to see it. Yeah, there we go. So now we can try to see if we can find that second chunk. So it's like behind it or something. I don't really remember how we did that last time. Oh, I do remember. It wasn't a full chunk. It was an empty chunk last time. Yeah. Why are we doing a full chunk right now? Oh, because we changed something. Right. What did we change? I already forgot. We changed something and now it's not working anymore. That was the issue, wasn't it? Oh, right. We did something with this. We're now using this intersect method, which will give us... Yeah, so this one can move forward 2 little chunks, little volumes at the same time, but we're still crashing. Right. So this is... Where's the intersect here? So we have the for loops, then here we have the chunk class, and then this is the intersect. Right, and the intersect... Go here, calculate this thing. Then we switch a couple times. We sort the array. Yeah, sure. We sort the array. And then we move forward. And if the difference here is too small, then we need to move 2. But in certain scenarios, we might actually be able to move 3 at the same time. Yes, if the difference between 1, 2, and 3 is very small, then we have to move all 3 at the same time. Right. Well, in that case, I guess we should do it slightly differently. Like, maybe we can have like an integer array here as well, which will have like the indices in here. Right, so we'll start off at 1 or 0, 1, 2. And then maybe we can also get like a difference. And get all the differences. So we want to get the difference between x and y and z. Maybe. But only afterwards. Right, so maybe I should just do it like here. Float d0. is the difference between 1 and 0. Float d1 be the difference between 2 and 1. So now if d0 is smaller than that and d1 is smaller than that, then we need to... Wait, this should actually be 05, right? No, it shouldn't be. Something like this. Oh yeah, my formatting is all whack now. Right, else is this is true, only this. Right, so if both are true, then we just need to move all of them. We need to move X, we need to move Y, and we need to move Z. So we don't have to check anything. We just need to move in all of the directions. I feel like my cursor is bigger than it used to be. And it feels weird. Right. Now, then we move X, Y, and Z. Sure. If only the difference, or the distance, d0 is small, then we only move either X, Y, either Y, Z, or either X, Z. And otherwise, we only move one, so either X, or Y, or Z. Yeah, okay, sure. Sure. Well, would this work? We go to release mode. Would this work at all? You're debugging a release build. How am I debugging a release build? What do you mean I'm debugging a release build? Am I defining debug in here? I'm not. I don't know, just run, whatever. Continue debugging. Disable just my code and continue. Yeah, just run it normally. Does this crash now? Yeah, it still crashes. Okay, never mind. That doesn't fix it. Yeah, I remember it. Press Ctrl F5 in release mode. What's Ctrl F5 do? Oh, it just runs it? Unhandled exception. Out of range. Alright. Yeah, now I just gotta get my trace log here. Sure. Yes, without debugging. Okay. So the thing is, this is a little bit ugly. Okay, wait. So the minimum distance, right? And we use that here as well. You know, here we use the T max. Yeah, but it's the same thing, right? Yeah. The maximum distance that we can go in a certain direction. Right, so this is for X, this is for Y, and this is for Z. Sure. Now, if the difference between all of them is small, then we just want to move all of them at the same time. Right? I think that makes sense. Oh, but here I am doing this wrong. Yeah, like this, because added up, they can't be bigger than 0.01, of course. Maybe I should get the distance. Oh yeah, like this. See my issue. So if the distance, or if the difference between the first and the second is smaller than 0.01, but if also the difference between the last and the first and the last, Like this one will be the smallest, right? This will be always the largest. Yeah, so this should always be a positive number. Okay, so maybe it does work like this. Who knows? Starting to think that maybe not. But no. It's probably something else that's causing this. Let's see. So VPOS again, it's optimized out, so I can't actually read it. For anything that I can read? No, not really. Okay. Okay, well, we have seen this bug 1,000 times before. Right. Could be anything wrong with our sorting code, perhaps. That is very possible. This is also, it's such a mess. Such a mess. It just makes me want to copy all of this, paste it, and just go for version 2 and just do something with it, you know? So this is just horrible. Okay, so I do need all of these values. And I do kind of want to sort them. Yeah. Sure. Well, I can sort them by just doing this, right? Indices equals new this 0, 1, 2. Right, and then I can start to compare. So if T max at 2, which is this one, so if Z is smaller than Y, then I need to swap these two. Right, so I need to swap these two, and the only thing that I need to do is just swap these two instead. Right, and because I know what the values are going to be, this will be 1, this will be 2, always the same thing, so I can just set them, you know? I can say indices 1 will be equal to 2, and indices 2 will be equal to 1. There we go. It's a lot more efficient and a lot less bug prone, I think, doing it this way. Then here, if the Tmax Y, which might now be either Y or Z. Oh, but then of course I can't really do that, so I'd have to say indices 2, indices 1. The same thing here, if indices 2, no, 1, compared with indices 0, right? There we go. So let's say now they might be 0, 2, 1. Then I will check if 2 is smaller than 0. If that is true, then I need to switch them. That's just the same thing. But I guess everything here should be indices 2. That the other one should be indices 1. And this should be swapped. Oh yeah, but then of course I don't really know anymore, right? Like here I just know. Which makes it faster, which is awesome. Here I don't necessarily know. But I can of course just check that. So if C0, then I can do 1. Otherwise I can do another situation. Okay, so if this happens, then I know that at 0 I can put 2, and then at 1 I can put 0. And if C0 did not happen, then at 0 I can put 1, and then here at 1 I can still put 0. Yeah. Awesome. Googled and got this. What did you get? Oh, you posted a link. Maybe you should post a link on Discord. Then I can see it. YouTube is just removing it. As always. Oh, you actually have a bunch of code. I just can't see it though. Wait, that's really weird. I can see it on OBS in that chat, but I can't see it in my actual chat box on YouTube. Swap from the top chat to live chat, then you see. Top chat to live chat, just in my YouTube. Still don't see it. Weird. Oh, now I do see the link here on Discord, so I'll use this. Oh, that's bright. That is heckin' bright. Can't describe it any other way. But quickly sort 3 values. Yeah, so this guy just wants to use STD sort. Yeah, that's probably slow. C swap is kind of nice. The algorithm is if that, then swap. If that, then swap. If that, then swap. Yeah, well, we are we doing this? He's doing it the other way around. Yeah. I mean, you could do it this way. But I mean, it's 3 if statements, and the same thing is what we're doing. The problem is, right, why this is more complicated is because we need to keep track of where our x and where our y and where our z has gone. Which is why this is slightly more complicated. But in principle, we are doing 3 checks here to sort the array. Then swapping in here. Right, I wouldn't need to do this. Could just swap, but then I wouldn't really know where my x and where my y is anymore. Does that make sense? I guess. Alright. Then we have this last one, which is tmax 2 and tmax 1. He's doing another one. Oh yeah, he switched these, kind of. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter, right? We did check already, and these were always sorted, so the sorting does actually work. Okay. Let's see, so now we're swapping these. This will be indices 2 and indices 1. Yeah. In here, of course, for a quick swap, I could just use this swapping trick. I guess it's fine. Be 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. And that's another one. There we go. Then we can say our actual t will be tmax. That's all of this. And our distances be like this. And the only reason why we are using indices now is because presumably, hopefully, this will be slightly faster once we are in here. So this is of course just as fast. Yeah, either 1 or -1. Yeah. And this one, yeah, here we're figuring out what x and y have to be, right? But we're going to have to do the first 2. So int x should be, let me see, should be either, because x is 0 of course, so either indices 0 is 0 or indices 1 is 0. Right, because 0 is x, so if it is in one of the first 2 slots, then we should do something. Otherwise, no. Same thing goes for y. and for Z. This of course is for 1 or 1, this one is for 2 and 2. So that is a lot less complicated than what we have. There we go. I am convinced, yes, that this is certainly not the fastest way to do it. And then the last one is only 1 result, so this is only the index 0 is 0 or 1 or 2. Right. Seems fine, seems fine. Formatting is driving me crazy, but oh well. And then we crash. Yeah, okay, still crash. Maybe I should quickly check the debug mode. Everyone is enabled on your Discord. Can everyone do at everyone? Because I did think I disabled that. I guess it isn't. Yeah, I am a tier 5, 1 million billion quazillion combat power boomer. Especially considering my age. Dedication. Oh man. You are having a lot of windows with my stream open. That is awesome. Okay, thank you for telling me though. I'll look into that as well. Let's see. Let me write that down before I forget. At everyone is enabled. Yes. If I were an AFK arena character, I would have 10 billion combat power boomer. Okay, let's see. Why exactly isn't this working? So what we did see, right, is that we were out of bounds again, but we were out of bounds in a positive direction. Maybe I should just track it completely actually this time. Hold up. This song. You like this song? Well, that's great, because apparently the other song thing that I paid money for, by the way, I actually got the StreamUps OBS premium for all these cool overlays and for the extra music, but then the music just doesn't work properly or something. It's way too loud. I don't know. It is very strange though. Okay, so Z was -1, so let's actually see where we are coming from. Yeah, so VPOS. Let's see. VPOS here. Z is -1, and that is because pos.z is 30, which seems fine. But then chunkpos.z is 1. That is mighty interesting, isn't it? Right, that is mighty interesting. So DP is 0, wait, do we actually get 0, 0, 0 DPs? That is of course an issue. Jimmy is a nickname I've got. Jimmy.likes equals song dot contains brass. Hell yeah. Brass is awesome. Let's see though. So is this ever returning? Maybe I should just console.writeline this. It's going to be the worst idea ever, right? But still. This is not happening ever. Oh. Now that is unexpected. Now that is very, very unexpected. Right, okay, well this might be the issue then. Why are we never getting here? So this else? Redundant else keyword? Oh yeah, I suppose so. If D0 is smaller than that, is it not? Can I just console.writeLine d0 then. Let's do you. This is just not being called. Oh, I'm not calling the 2 version. Oops. I'm very sorry. Supposed to paste this back in there. And then in here we can do intersect 2. Right, so this is all 1, 1, minus 1, 1, 1, minus 1. Now that's all fine, right? Love's just once. Yeah, so this is all fine. This is all fine. I don't need to print all of this. Let's just see if this new function also crashes at all, even. Oh! Well, it's definitely different. Definitely different, I can tell you that. Now, isn't that neat? So now everything is 32, sure. DP was still 0, right. Plus D, which was 0. Well, of course it wasn't really. Right. So this isn't quite where this should work. You know what? I'm going to use that the thing. Why does it crash? Oh, yeah, well, it crashes because the ray actually leaves the chunk without leaving the chunk, so to speak. So here intersect, this DP basically tells us to which chunk we should move next. But DP is just wrong. Like it says we should go 1 to the X direction, well it should go 1 to the X direction and 1 to the Z direction at the same time. Like we're crossing like a corner instead of a normal face. And that is why we are then here reading outside of memory, because we are reading from a chunk that we are not actually in. So yeah. Well, this is version 2, right? So let's actually go here to what this guy is saying. I think I just want this. This. Excuse me. Okay, let's see. So if Tmax A is smaller than that one, then swap. If that is smaller than that one, then swap. If that is smaller than that one, then swap. And of course, should have our own little swap function, I guess. And here we go. Where swap. Can we make a... Hey, Dean. Welcome, welcome. Let's make a swap function. Let's see. A void swap. Can we do that? Yeah, we definitely can. And int I in J. Yeah, I'm just Englishifying your name, whatever, you know. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, what's up, dude? We are just trying to, you know, get rid of those bugs. Keep it Danny though. Oh yeah, it's true. You can define function functions. Yeah, you can. I'm doing semi well. A little bit busy at the moment, but yeah. For the rest, it's all okay. Also, my computer crashed last week. I had to reinstall Windows, and everything is just... Oh, everything is bad right now. Everything needs to be reset up, you know? Oh well. Let's see. So if we swap I and J, then... but the hard drive is fine. Yeah, the hard drive was fine. It was just that one of my files in Windows probably got, you know, corrupted or something. But it was slightly annoying. But oh well. It just crashed from time to time, especially in streams it just crashed. So yeah. Then J. How do we do this again? Oh yeah, then J equals T max I minus T max J. And then we do T max I minus equals T max J. And that is a swap. Then we need to do the same thing for the indices, because it's kind of nice to have these. There we go. So that is our swap. Of course, this has to be capitalized, and this can now just be 0 and 1. There we go. There we go. If you can't, you know, define functions within functions, you can always do something like action and then nothing, right? Action within just an int and an int. A equals, and then write our lambda like this. And that will also work. There we go. It's not null here. Yeah, I know it is not null. Why would I do this? What? why would okay, I don't know. Just don't question it. I haven't set up ReSharper yet, so I have yet to watch the C# better than Java video. There's not really C# better than C# to Java. Yeah. It's you know, it's a video. It's not my best video, I don't think. But that's okay. That's okay. I think that this week I won't be able to get my OpenCL video done. Right, so I think I'm gonna try to do another, what's it called? Bots are stupid. Gnome sort was the best. Yes, absolutely. There's 1 pixel on my screen. You see this? Oh, no, you don't see this. I crashed. It's only getting stranger though. Stranger things. Minus 31. I've never had that one before. We have post.z. Post.z is 0.3 and this one is 1. Yeah, that's a little bit odd. IntelliSense recommendations be like, introduce a local constant for the var j. It's not even that, it just straight up tried to alter my algorithm. Like here it says, well, just replace Tmax with indices. Can I just apply the suggestion? Here, it just replaces Tmax with indices. That's completely different. You actually got your Shiba Inu coin profits? That's insane, dude. Yeah, I've been talking about it's so bad because it's blowing up so hard, right? And it's just horrible because I held that coin from May last year all the way up till like a couple weeks ago, just like a week before it started pumping. And I just held on to that coin, and at some point I was just like, well, I guess this isn't really going anywhere. Let's just sell it, I guess. Then I did that, and then it started pumping, yeah, so congrats on your profit, dude. Just a little bit salty, just a little bit salty. Bought it right before it went up. Congrats, dude. That's awesome, you put 10 bucks in it. Yeah. Well, still. 300% is 300%, dude. That ain't nothing to sneeze at. What is something to sneeze at is this code that for some reason is just getting worse and worse. IJ, J, IJ, 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 J, IJ, IJ. It's the same what we're doing right here, right? In this work. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same code. Swap I and J. Oh, don't we need to do this the other way around, maybe? This needs to be smaller? Oh no, wait, if this is bigger than that one, yeah, then we need to swap them. Order, does order matter? 1, 0, 0, 1, does it matter? I don't think so, right? No, it doesn't matter. Order always matters. No. This time it doesn't. So yeah, it doesn't matter. And then this is Tmax 0 plus that, yeah. Oh, that's because I'm using indices here. Yeah. I don't think this is a thing. So this should just be 1 and 0. And this should be 2 and 0. And here I'm using indices. Yeah, but the indices of course don't really do anything anymore, do they? Because I'm swapping both now. Because I'm swapping these. We're getting similar issues. Wait, if I change them back, right? Let's change them back. And let's not swap Tmax, only the indices. Oh, and it's... He do be gone. It's wacky, I can tell you that. It's pretty wacky. Yeah, and it does still crash. 40 even. 72. Well, this one's only 1. Right. Right. So here I cross 2 borders. No, 3 borders at once. So I need to do all 3. Right. Let's get the paint. I do actually have paint. It's pretty amazing. Do like to have that. So let's say we have like an actual box here somewhere. Right. And we're saying that we are going to cross from, let's say here, down there. We're going to cross like this. So we're going to cross this plane here. We're going to cross this plane here. That one. And we're going to cross this plane, right? So 3 planes. Okay. So what happens then? That means that the nearest distance to the x-plane, or the distance to crossing this plane, and the distance of crossing this plane, and the distance to crossing this plane, and the distance to crossing this plane, are all very close together. Yeah. They're all very close together. And so I can go in the X, the Y, and the Z direction. Yeah. And if it's only to the second runner-up, then I have to swap 2. Are my like values off or something? Maybe it should be smaller or equal to. Maybe that's it. Honestly, why am I actually getting all of this funky stuff? Like, it's funky, right? Why is it funky? Is it this code? That's just like... return... nothing. Yeah, just return nothing. If... I can check that, right? I can do if false or this, and if false or... No, if false and. Sorry. So this will just never do anything. This will now never do anything. It will always get this last one. Is it better then? No, look, it's still funky. Why is that? Indices 0 double equals 0, indices 0 double equals 1, or indices 0 double equals 2. I'm not swapping correctly then. Because if indices 0 equals 0, then x is the smallest one. If indices 0 equals 1, then y is the smallest one. If indices 0 is 2, then z is the smallest one. Yeah. If it isn't, then it should be 0. And if I do the console thing, then I do always get at least one non-zero value. Yeah, that seems correct. That seems to be the case. We have something weird here. Sure. This is slightly odd, but still. Okay. Well, why is this causing issues then? Let's see. So t is still t max. Oh, it's t max. Oh, that is the issue. Should be indices 0. Maybe not. Look at this. Well, it is better now. I'm not getting crashes for some absurd reason. Hello, Jacob. I Sometimes you find these bugs that are just so absurd. Why is it not crashing now? It doesn't make any sense. Let's try to get my other scenarios back online. Are you gonna crash now? No, but you're still weird. Well, you are maybe gonna crash still, but you're still weird. This is supposed to be a cube, by the way. I don't know, but it doesn't look like a cube to me. Right, so this sort of did something. That's nice. Yeah, that sort of did something. Awesome. Well, if I change this back, right, if I render everything just this way, which we should do, then we're still getting some weird things. These should be okay now, though. I don't even... There's like a plane here that I just can't see through. Everything in this plane is just 0. And there's a plane here that I can see way too far through. Oh, now we're getting a crash. Sure. Sure. I have this feeling that the crash isn't really worthwhile right now. We have some other problems. Size and this, and this, and that, and that, and that, and that. Yeah. This is still exactly the same as what we had here. This is the code that works, by the way. Right. Dir x equals that. Size minus plus x. Otherwise it's minus plus x. Dot dir x. Yeah. Same thing. Same thing. Then we define swap here, which will just swap the indices. This really does swap, right? Is there like a system swap or something? Well, I guess I can test the swap code, right? By just saying int temp equals the indices at I. Save this code just to be sure. Then indices at I will just be the indices at j. And then indices at j will just be equal to temp. Indices is not null here. Swap via deconstruction. That's... Sure. Is that a thing? It's not fixing the issues. I don't trust this. Let's just do it the good old-fashioned way. Make sure that this causes the same issues. Yeah, it does. So it's not the swapping code that does it. If tmax 0 is larger than tmax... Right, so that is maybe something that I don't really want. If tmax 1 is smaller than tmax 0, that is how I want to look at it. And I know it doesn't actually change anything. I want to swap 0 and 1. Then if tmax 2 is smaller than tmax 0, then swap 0 and 1. Then if tmax 2 is smaller than tmax 1, then swap them again. Right, and then t is tmax at index 0. Oh, I see the issue. This should be indices 1. 1. Yeah, we should swap indices 1 and 2. And this one should be 2 and 1. These should still be 0 and 1 though. This one should be 2 and 1. Right. Yeah. This should fix it. Hell yeah. That did fix it. Now we should still crash. Because we still haven't really implemented the swapping twice code. Or the moving twice code. Yes, we do still crash. As expected. Now the question is, if I disable or if I re-enable these extra checks, does it work now? Well, that's the real question. You still have these weird lines. Now we still crash. Okay. Maybe that's not the issue then. Maybe there is another issue that I'm just not seeing. Yeah, because now again it's 32, and that is because the z here is exactly 64. And y is exactly 0.2. So here I'm thinking, right, if I look at this. Okay, so we just crossed the y border and updated the y for our chunk position, but it didn't update the z for our chunk position. Well, it should have. And I can recalculate here the chunk position. Why don't I just do that? Why am I even bothering, you know? Yeah. What do you say? Why don't I just revert back to what we had before, this intersect, which just works? Because in the end, once we go to OpenCL tomorrow, hopefully, if we can get this done, and I guess we have to be quick now. If we go to OpenCL tomorrow, then we're not going to use this code anyway, probably. Because this is slow code anyway, especially on a GPU. This might be faster on CPU, but it probably isn't on GPU. Because we have all of these like different if statements, so it's actually pretty slow on GPU. So actually, this intersect method is way better. Yeah, let's do it that way. This one, then we can say float t is this. And then chunk pulse is this thing. And I suppose we did that because of this intersect here. And here we kind of do want the DP. Yeah, because otherwise all of this is going to crash. But yeah. I don't really think that's going to change much. So now this won't... Wait, I should go into release mode. There we go. Now this shouldn't crash anymore. Now we should be able to just move around freely. There we go. This code actually works, which I like. I like code that works, actually. Surprisingly enough. There we go, we can go all the way around. We don't have any of these weird lines anymore. We don't have any of these weird errors. It's all good. But then we have this scenario here. And I think I just need to get rid of this. So the thing now, let's say we go into a higher level of precision. Why is this with 5? Why am I not using level here? 32, no, this should be level. What am I even doing here? Okay, yeah. So this bit of code here will handle with going through the insides of a chunk. So let's say a chunk is not empty, or yeah, let's say a chunk is not empty or not completely full, because if it is completely full, it will end here. Then it has to traverse through empty voxels. And that's basically what's happening here. So I suppose what I should be doing is I should just recalculate my position after this, right? Right. Just like I do with my chunk loss. Yeah. Sure. So what I'm saying here is I'm moving through, I am in an empty voxel of some level. There wasn't anything in here. So then I should be able to move one forward. Oh yeah, but the thing is, if I move across a certain border, I have to detect that, such that I can move back up a level, or such that we can change the current chunk. Right, so we could just calculate vpos again. Right, vpos 2. Yeah, this is our vpos. Then we can just calculate that now. So if our vpos.x minus the vpos2.x, so the difference in x, let's say that is not 0. So we did something in x. Right. Okay, let's see here. Let's go back to the 2D representation. Do just a little bit of maths here. So let's say we have like these subvolumes. And let's say we cross from here to here. What I want to do then is I want to detect, hey, there was a border here. So I can now move up one level. And if that border was a chunk level, then I just have to quit, actually. So if, let's see, if my position here, if my x position divided by 2 is not equal to my second x position divided by 2, then I cross the border here, right? Because here, x divided by 2 is 0. Here, x divided by 2 will be 1 divided by 2, which is still 0, rounded down. Here, it will be 2 divided by 2, which will be 1. And here, it will be 3 divided by 2, which is also 1. So if these two here are not the same, then I crossed a border. This value 2 just depends on what we're doing. Right. So actually, I should do if this divided by my level. No, not entirely true. Divided by my size. And this should be an integer. I want this to be an integer division. That rounds down. Minus plus 2.x divided by size does not equal 0. So if there was a difference here. Right. In that case, I need to go up one level, or I can do plus level. Or actually I can just check my level. If level double equals 5, which means that we're already on our highest level, which is our chunk level, then we have to move on one chunk. And if we move on one chunk, to set the chunk position and break. Otherwise, we just go up one level. Formatting is so weird, man. I really have to work on this. Same thing here with Y and with Z. And I really don't have to care much Oh, and after this, it should continue, actually. Oh, hold up. Else, we go up one level, and then we continue. Because I don't want to go up another level, because I also cross the same border in Y. Right? Yeah, but you can maybe cross 2 borders at once, can't you? Yeah, wait, you totally can cross 2 borders at once. Yeah, because this will be a border for... Let's say I split this up again. Right? Split this up again. And go from this one to that one. Let's make it yellow. Then not only can I go up 1 level, but actually I can go up 2 levels. See, because I crossed 2 borders here. So actually, how do we do that? I think I have to do like the same recursive code that I did here, but then in here as well. Yeah, then I have to recalculate size. Yeah, so I should do something like a while this. There we go. Then I have to recalculate size, but I suppose I don't necessarily have to. I can just do this, and then I can say size is 32, moved up by level. Recalculate. I also know if I go up by size, I can just multiply size by 2. Actually, so size can just be shoved in by 1. Oh. That doesn't work. Size equals size. Yeah, what is the compound assignment here? Oh. My cursor is so big, man. Oh, it is move equals. Okay. Yeah, of course it's plus equals as well. My bad. And then I just need to reiterate here. So I can get rid of you. Get rid of you. There we go. And this shouldn't be a break, because that just breaks out of this. Right, this should be a break. I should just go to here. Yeah. How do I find this one again? So maybe this should just be outer. Like this. Go to outer. Go to outer here. Yeah, like that. And now I can go several levels at the same time. Oh. This should be Y now. And then also it doesn't really matter, like if I break out of this now, and I still find that this holds, then yeah, I should totally do that again. Z, I should totally go up more levels, that's what I mean. And then this stuff should just go, I mean, it's horrible code. This isn't pretty as well, mind you. This stuff is still pretty ugly, but sure. Yeah, this just reiterates, right? Why do I have go to A? Oh, so that this just whiles over and over again. Right. I'll think about reformatting all of this. Still though, like this shouldn't really do anything. Because there are no empty voxels here. But I can go to world, and I can re-enable this thing, this line, which will randomize the height. And it will instantly crash. Awesome. Okay. And what is VPOS? Oh, I can see that, of course, of course. Yeah. Well, where are we? 38. That's quite a substantial number. Yeah. Imagine that. This is a new chunk boss, right? Oh, am I even adding up T to the position here? Oh, I am. Good. In total also, plus equals T, yeah. And this is just boss.x minus chunk boss.x, yeah. Console right line, v plus 2. Yeah, so most of the time this is okay. And then we get an issue, but we already had vPOS 36 and then nothing happened. So I think there's an issue with detecting changes then. Has to go this way, right? Redundant parentheses, right. X divided by size, and x here is an integer, divided by an integer, right? The size is just 32, so if the level is the highest level... Oh, shouldn't it be the other way around? Because if we are at level 0, then we want to go voxel per voxel, so the most detailed level. Then we have to divide by 32, which is quite an issue, right? So it's actually not the same as size. So we should actually have like an integer border here, which is not size, which is 1 by level. Right, so if we are at level 0, then every 1 is a border. If we are at level 1, then every 2 is a border. Yeah, so it's the inverse, basically. This is 32 divided by level, or divided by 2 times the power level. And this is 1 multiplied by 2. Whatever. It's not quite how these operators work. But... Oh, my brain is getting tired. I'm sorry. Let's see, but this should be divided by the border instead. Border, that one should be border. Then here we should say border should get greater, so if level increases. Yeah, so we actually had it the wrong way around at first. This is good, this is good. The level increases, we need to multiply it by 2. Yeah. Okay, we have a better chance now. I mean, that looks like a better chance. That looks like a better chance. I'm all for those. Okay, let's see if we have multiple chunks in one chunk disorder. Let's see if we still have that. Or if we are cured. Oh, please. I'm surprised at how good this is looking, though. I'm surprised that we haven't crashed yet as well. Let's knock that on wood. Looks good, though. It doesn't look like it has multiple chunks in one chunk disorder. Yeah, this looks totally fine. Thinking that this works. That's awesome. Huh. Would you look at that? Let's actually go in release mode and see if we can get like 5 extra FPS. Even better. Let's re-enable the multi-threading. Let's hope my PC doesn't crash, or the stream doesn't crash. Can't I like set a maximum number of threads to use? Exclusive parallel options. Yeah, in here I can do parallel options. Dot new. Next degree of parallelism. Yeah, can I just put that in here? No. I can maybe do something like this, where max degree of parallelism equals 1. Right, so store options to configure, yes, gets or sets the maximum number of concurrent tasks. Yeah, so let's make that like 6, so then I should still have some threads left for my PC to not have issues. Why did that not work? There are build errors. Would you like to continue? No, what build errors? Build succeeded? No wait, is that one failed? Why am I not? Oh, I'm getting an error here. Why am I not seeing an error in here? That's really weird. Yeah, I still have to put this one back. Okay, sure. Now you can see that indeed we're not using 100% of our resources here, so that is nice. We are reasonably fast. It feels like 20 FPS. Let's see. It was about 20 FPS. It's oh no, oh lord. Guess I spoke a little too soon, didn't I? Yeah, so we're only going one way right now. Right, so crossing borders in the positive direction works very well. Crossing borders in the negative direction, not so much. So let's say our border here, this one was like 0 divided by 1 is 0, and this one is -1 divided by 1. So this one will be 1 minus -1, which is 2, which is not 0, so that's great. And we increase a border, but if we increase a level, then this will be divided by less and less and less, sure, till it is divided by 32, at which point it's still the same issue, right? No, it isn't the same issue. Oh yes, of course, because if we divide here by 32, if we go up levels and we start dividing here by 32, we get 1 divided by 32, which is 0, minus -1 divided by 32, which is also 0 and not -32. So we have to floor this. Like we have to do the special integer division. How would we do that though? Like we used floor here to make sure that that works, but maybe we can do like math dot division remainder. It's actually kind of cool that it has that. Floor. Right. Yeah, then this has to be a floating point division though. So I have to cast this to a float. Then I'd have to cast this to a float as well. Yeah, sure. Actually, it shouldn't be necessary on this one, because this should always be positive. It's mainly this that isn't. Then cast it back to an integer. Right? Because the voxel position is always between 0 and 31, inclusive, both. Between 0 and 32, inclusive, exclusive. Meaning that the original VPOS should always be positive. The second one here, we will of course have moved a little bit so we can land outside of that range. Which means that it can be negative, which means that we need this floor here. Yeah, that makes sense. So we need to include this. Sure. Makes sense to me. Try that again. Let's see if we're still getting... Why am I not getting any issues here? What is going on in here? Why is that? Why is there a D there? I don't know. Okay, let's see if we still have issues here. Oh, yeah, a little bit. See, our chunk is like... We have like a too wide border here. We are getting like huge frame rate issues. When we look at that, if we look the other way, it's not nearly as bad. Yeah, so this seems fine. The only problem is, for some reason, we are drawing the same voxels twice here. Right, well that almost works. So I'd be happy to say that this, you know, the concept works. Be happy to move this forward to OpenCL. The only issue, I suppose, but it doesn't always work. So let's say we are in that scenario, right? Let's say we are in the scenario. This is 0. We are at the 32 level, so 0 divided by 32 is 0. And then this is minus 1 divided by 32. Floating point this time. Which should give me... a minus 1 still. Yeah. Because that is smaller than minus 1 over 32. Right. I can even like console right line. Output this. And this should give us negative values, like negative 1s. From time to time. That's too much. Happens too often. Okay. Never mind. We can of course do this. This smaller than 0. Then print. Oh, I do have to put a console.write line here. Can I have a write line? Thanks. I also kind of wanted the other part though. There we go. Yeah, now we have a bunch of those. Yeah, but so that does happen. It does happen. Right, so that seems fine. If level equals 5, then we just go up 1 level. That is how we calculate this one, right? Chunk pulse, which is floor of things divided by 32. Yes. Okay, and then go to outer, which is here. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Plus level, otherwise. And make the border bigger. Same thing here. It's just weird to do that way. In floor, max Y, border not 0. Yeah, same thing. This is for Z. Same border, yeah. You know what does surprise me? It seems to happen quite exclusively here for the X direction. Like in the Z direction, it's clearly not happening, right? Like there's no extra layer down there. If I go for the... Or the Y direction, I mean. Let's go for the Z direction. Do I get like an extra border layer here, that way? I do. So it's not completely exclusive to X. It happens in Z as well, it's just not in Y. Like if I go to the minus direction here, I don't really see an extra set of stuff. Oh. That is interesting. There are holes here. Oh, sometime... Oh, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. This doesn't look quite right. Not gonna lie, it doesn't look quite right. Anyhow. Oh, here we are. Sure. Will you allow CPU for OpenCL if the CPU is better than the GPU on user hardware? Well, for what I'm going to make, the CPU will never be better than the GPU. Right? I am going to focus on parallel programming, in which case the CPU just can't keep up. If you write your OpenCL code well, specifically for a GPU, and no CPU will ever be better, basically. Right? It doesn't matter how many gigahertz you have, how many cores. You can never fight the GPU that has like 1,000 threads, 1,000 things all going on at the same time. You just can't. Not right now, at least. Maybe in the future, who knows? That'd be awesome. Yeah, we only have 6 threads instead of 1,000. Nvidia's GPU versus i9. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Nvidia's first GPU. Sure. But, you know, if you're going to run a video game, then don't use like Nvidia's first ever released GPU, which by the way will certainly not even support OpenCL 2.0. So I don't even think that will show up. So any GPU that supports OpenCL 2.0, that is a GPU that will probably be faster than your i9. It's still weird though how we get this border. If I cross this, right? If I cross this here, let's say level equals 0 still, then I can go up 1, border 1. So this border at first will be maybe 0, no, 1. Right, if we are at level 0, oh, shouldn't this be equals level 0? Because here we go up, and yeah, so here we should go down in levels. That is the issue. Yeah, this should be level 0. And then here we should go down a level. 0 and go down a level. We go down a level, we have to go... I was already thinking, like, why... What's happening with my border? Yeah, my border should go the other way. Right, let's try that again. Still has a border, doesn't it? That does look still like a border. Yes. That is such a shame. Really thought we had him there. We don't have him there. Wait, do we have better FPS though? Yeah, we definitely have better FPS. So this does help. Doing it the right way around. Okay, well, still. Let's say we have level 5, which means that we are in voxel state. That means that the border is 5 this way, so this is 32. We cross a 32 border. No, so it should be size then. So this, by the way, 5 is just 1. Yeah, so this should just be size. It's getting so confused, but that is just because I was doing everything completely wrong. It was increasing and decreasing level in the wrong direction. Right, so this should just be size. And in that case, if you go down a level, let's say from 5, then we should increase size again. Right? Yeah, then we should increase size. At some point I'm gonna get this right. Moment of truth. Darn it. Darn, darn, darn. Yeah, again though, FPS isn't too bad like this. I guess if we go like this, it is like 100 milliseconds. It's a billion milliseconds? It's not, yeah, it's 100. Right. Again, if we are at size 5, which means that we are at the voxel level. Yeah. Then we divide by 1, right? 32 divided by 2 5 times is just 1. This will be 0 divided by 1, which is 0. Yeah, in either way. Yeah, it's perfect. Then we say minus, and now we already discussed this. This should be divided by 1. Be minus 1 divided by 1. Oh, you think that this will get turned into minus 2 this way? Should implement like fast noise or simple sin to make the environment a tad nicer. It's just for testing. Simple sin and fast noise. You mean for what? For creating the terrain? For the noise? Right, you think that this might turn into like minus 2. Wait, that doesn't even matter, right? As long as it's not 0. Terrain gen. Yeah. I should definitely do that for terrain gen. But we aren't quite there yet. I need the renderer first, and then we can start to think about terrain. So, yeah, and then after this, I don't really care about this. If the level is 0, where we start off at chunk level, then we go up a chunk. Otherwise, we decrease the level. Maybe we should do like if minus chunk is 0. Else we do this. Maybe. I'm just gonna test it. I'm not even gonna think about it. Let's just test it. But if we decrease the level first, and then we do something like that. No, that doesn't work. Don't crash though, which is remarkable. Yeah, sure, but that doesn't work. Doesn't fix our issues. Then we go down and we do this. Right, so we say size times equals 2, right? Yeah, so slowly but surely, size is going to get back to 32. Whatever, but for some reason, right, so for some reason, right, we are getting through all of this. Then we're going to get to the next while here. We're going to recalculate our VPOS, which of course will just be VPOS 2. So it's a bit of a waste. We don't really have to recalculate it. And then we're going to do this again. Level is retained. So that's nice. But for some reason we are finding things here. For some reason it seems that we are updating our chunk position. Right, if we look at this, for some reason it feels like we are updating the chunk position. We're just going into the left chunk. It's still reading from the right chunk. If we are here, we don't get the issue. If we go here, then we do get the issue. We get it all at once. Yeah. That's really weird. Does the problem persist with multiple chunks? Well, I don't know, but if it is there with one chunk, then certainly there's something wrong. Because I do want the terrain to be contained in some way. I don't want that terrain has to be infinite, you know, like in, you know, Minecraft or something like that. So if you just see these weird borders once you're flying around your terrain, it's not particularly nice. 5/32, yes, the exact same calculation, right? Is this right? Is this VPOS right? Shouldn't it be? Shouldn't this one have like a math.floor as well? Because if this is slightly negative, it will round it up. You think that's it? That might be it. Oh wait, but this is a pure integer and this is a pure... No wait, pos.x is not a pure integer. Yeah, exactly, so we should floor this instead. And then cast to an integer. So if it's slightly negative, it should snap to -1 and not to 0. There we go. Crash. Let's see. Yeah, boy. Think. Yeah, that did it. That totally did it. Okay, awesome. Yeah, that was the issue. I do have to say though. Oh. Everything's stuck now. Okay, yeah, everything's stuck. Okay, so we are stuck in some loop now, but... do you think it's kind of working? Yeah, look at that. We don't have a border. I don't know exactly where we got stuck last time. Yeah, now we got stuck again. So there is some way that we can get stuck. Not entirely sure why. So let's go into debug mode and see if we can replicate it. It seems to appear exactly once we look like this. Right, when we are close to the border. Something like that. You're looking exactly equal to the border. Can I please? Can I please get the bug? I like bugs. Really like bugs. I would like to see the bug. Come on, you can do it. Oh no, this is taking so long. How do I replicate bug? I was just looking something like this. Yes, we got there. It's stuck. It's stuck. It's totally stuck. Look at this, we're also not making any things anymore. Where are we stuck? In here. Rpos 000. So pos.x is -8,192, -8,192. Right. Why? So apparently we're going straight through everything. No, but this is just a new... Yeah, well, if I continue here to the next line, this will just... Why is this 0? Oh, sure, because we're exactly on the chunk line. Yeah, that's fine. We're stuck in the chunk code of this bit. We're not even stuck here. That's mighty interesting. You might have gotten to this position through here, though. But still, we should be able to just do something with this. Oh, that's because, of course, intersect T is then also 0, because we're exactly on the border. But then we should move with just some delta, right? Why is minus 8,192 the maximum? That doesn't make much sense to me. Oh, that's for a floating point thing, of course. Right. Right, that's a floating point thing. Just 8,192 plus 0.001 is still 8,192. Right. That is the issue. Sure. That's annoying. Right. That might genuinely be an issue, by the way. Yeah, right, because if our world is large enough, we will actually run into this issue. Okay, how did it get this far? How did the position become so small to begin with? Surely that must be here somewhere, although we never actually update position here. Oh wait, we do, here. Do we run this particularly often? I suppose we can go down a level, do this. At some point we find something. And if we then find something... right, so we go down, down, down. Okay, then we don't cross a border. Then we are just maybe up a level. Maybe not. Then we get down here again. Get border here. Yeah, now we intersect again. For some reason, we were never, quote-unquote, crossing a chunk border then. Something like that. How negative does this become? Like if v plus 2 becomes particularly negative, v plus x maybe as well. What happens if I get rid of the floors here? Would that fix it? So maybe something is like basically 0, but it rounds it down to -1 anyway. Then I run into issues. Because that position should never be 0. Okay, so I don't have the bug back. Right, but I do get this. I do get that I get stuck. Right, you know what? I'd say this is good enough. Bug doesn't happen particularly often. I will look at it. Off-stream. But I feel like this is at a point where I do think I can start working on the OpenCL code. Like it's probably some floating point arithmetic error, and that we can fix. Right, on the graphics card we'll have different issues than you probably. Because it might just calculate floating points differently. Slightly differently. Maybe it will be exactly the same. Who knows? But then we can fix it there. It's fine. Anyway. Yeah, I think this is then going to be it for this stream. Let me think about this. Yeah, so... if you enjoyed the stream, of course, leave that like. Always very much appreciated. Also subscribe if you haven't already. Tomorrow I am going to try to stream to Twitch as well, but before that I will try to find out what the quality issue is. Why are we 720p? I don't know. I don't know why I'm all of a sudden not able to stream in higher quality. For whatever reason. So I have to point that out. I'll have to do some more debugging. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if I have time to do that. Right. Hope to see you all then. And yeah, have a great evening, everyone. Oh, you're going to see this awesome ending screen. Look at this. Bam. Oh, yes. Alright. Bye-bye, everyone.